Thank you for watching my last YouTube on Sable 1 versus Deserve and versus Zone. Today, I am talking a little bit more about Sable 1 versus Deserve, as these two are specifically for international students. So again, it's Sable 1 versus Deserve, and they are both for international students. Now, Sable 1 is for people who are international students, and you can also be a person without a social security number. Then, as for a Sable card, it is pretty easy to apply for. I think in my first YouTube, I told you you can apply for a Sable card as an international student. They basically require you, after you apply for the credit card, they offer you a virtual card. They also offer you a physical card that you keep in hand. So you get two cards when you do the Sable card. You get an electronic card and you get a bank card. Now, on my last review, I told you the interest rate was 10.2 per on December 2021. And as a recent review on also someone else who wrote about Sable versus other cards like Capital One, they also wrote that it was about 10% on the APR. Can you get cash back? Yes. And you can buy on Amazon, you can buy on Uber, you can use it on Netflix. Now, also with the Sable credit card, you need to know that when you get this card, you have to load money on the card. So again, you have to load money on that card. You can load money on the card at CVS, at Walmart, at 7-Eleven. That is what is on the website. However, some of my students say they have been a few challenges with doing this at these places. So you have to find one, when you go to a 7-Eleven, you have to find the one that accepts money. When you go to the CVS, you have to find one that accepts money. When you go to the Dollar Generals, you have to find one that accepts money. So when you get your card, you may have to go to different locations to see if they accept money and they accept loading of the card. So that is one of the challenges that some of the students say that they have when they do the Sable card. As long as you load money onto that card, then you are able to spend the money on the card, and this information gets to your credit reporting. So those are the good things. It's like Emerald card that they have at H&R Block, where you can load it and you can use it, and it helps to build your credit. It's the same concept with the Sable credit card. And both cards, the Emerald card from H&R Block and the Sable card, you have to load money onto it to be able to use these cards. Again, loading is maybe a challenge for some places. In Florida in itself, where we are, we have noticed that you have to go and find the places that you can load. Now, is there a transaction fee? Right here, there's a 2% transaction fee, and there's no account fees. Now, for my students that did the Sable card, they got it between 8 to 14 days. So they did get it within a reasonable time, as it's stated on their website, and they have said, yes, we have gotten our cards on time. However, make sure when you're doing your card, you fill out all the information that they send to your email. That's another challenge my international students have who are learning to speak English. They didn't realize that they need to go in their email, respond to the questions or respond to the information, And after they respond to the information, then they were able to get their card. So for a few students, we had to call up customer service in order to help figure out why they didn't get their card in hand. And that is to get the physical card in hand. And that was because they needed to answer questions in their email, and that will enable them to get the card. So let's talk about Deserve. Deserve is another card that you can get. And yes, you can get an electronic card. The APR is 18.74%. You can get cash back. There is a late fee on that one, and there is no foreign transaction fees. However, both cards are still good. They are both good cards to start establishing credit in America. So to give a little bit more on the Sable card, right? You can visit the site on Sable.com, open an account. You open the account. After you open the account, if you do not have a social security number, you can use your passport, your visa, and your US address. Your passport will need to be scanned. Now, if you want to contact Sable, they have a 1-800 number. And that is how the other students told, they got an email from Sable when they opened their account. Then after they opened their account, they got an email from help@sablecard.com. After they got an email from help@sablecard.com, then they had to fill out the information in their email. Now, if you have questions or problems, you can call the 1-800 number. It does take some time to get on. It has been my experience helping the students. It takes some time, at least more than 5 to 10 minutes to get on. And you can call the 1-888-583-8383. Again, 1-888-583-8383. That is a number that we have as of May 15, 2022, right? You can also reach them on Facebook at Sable Money, Instagram at Sable Card, Twitter at Sable Card, or LinkedIn at Sable Card. So all of those are how you contact Sable. And again, the card is pretty good. I have seen personal experiences with the card, but you have to load the card. That is the thing that most of my international students don't understand, that concept. Why do you have to put money first on a credit card? Because this kind of credit card is the one that you have to do more like a prepaid. So most of you understand a prepaid card. So you put your money first, use it on the card, and that is what they use to establish or begin your credit. The company is not lending you the money first, as in regular credit cards. So you have to load money on. Now, one of the problems that we noticed, one of the students did their income tax. When they did their income tax, they tried to load the money onto their Sable card. That part wasn't successful. So they couldn't load from their IRS when they did their tax return, and they put in the bank information. That was rejected. So we can see that in that case, that was also a challenge. So IRS sent them their refund via check. So it was not able to load on the Sable card for that student, right? But it is a good card to help you build credit history. And you have to put at least $250, put at least $250 on the card, $250 on the card to begin. So the next thing we're going to do with the Sable credit card, as I told my students, is we're going to call them and figure out, They do accept the direct deposits. Yes, they do. They accept the direct deposits. However, we wanted to figure out for these students, what is the best way to load? What is the best way to load money, right? What is the securest way to load money? And if I remember well, when the students tried to do it, they were not able to take a picture of their paycheck and snap it like other banks. So they weren't able to take a picture of what they get on their paycheck and do that kind of a mobile deposit. So that's the other thing that we noticed with the Sable card. However, with the Deserve card, we have not heard yet, because I don't think that many people applied yet for the Deserve card. What are the challenges that they face? But the Sable card was quick and easy. So I thank you for watching. Remember, Sable card and Deserve cards are both for international students, and you can use it to start establishing credit in America. Again, some of the challenges that we all face with credit cards are similar to the ones on Sable. It is just to learn the processes and to get through with what is needed. So thank you for watching. And if you're interested in doing the Sable card, remember, I will help you in class, because many people know that in order to do transactions in America, buy a house, do various transactions, they may ask you for your credit report. To buy a car, you may need to have established a credit report. So for some of the transactions, you would need to have a credit report. And this is why starting out, having a Sable card, maybe you could use that same Sable card, put the money that you earn from your little business that you're doing onto that Sable card so you can establish credit. And also when you spend, you have a place that your expenses for that business is recorded, because some of you don't have a regular bank account. Some of you are doing only cash transactions. How about applying for the credit card, the Sable credit card as an international student? Then also all your transactions that you're doing for your business is all in one place. So thank you again for watching, and see you until next class. And then we'll talk more about the other credit cards that are out there. But again, thank you for watching. Professor Dean.